Today's show is pre-recorded.
Y'all know what time it is. Y'all don't know, y'all better ask somebody. Hat on, suit on, looking like a dapper dog, giving them all dressed like $1 million, things in its cuffs. Y'all tell me who could it be but Steve Harvey? Oh yeah, they're listening to me. Put your hands together for Steve Harvey. Put your hands together. Why don't you join? Yeah. Whoa, Steve Harvey. Come on, y'all. Better give me some eggs while I listen to Steve Harvey. Yeah, join in with me. Come with me, help me say. I'm so afraid to go home. You gotta turn it on. Yeah, turn it on. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. Turn it up in the morning. Turn it up. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. Yeah. Turn your radio on. You gotta turn your radio on. Turn them up, Steve Harvey got to turn them out. Steve Harvey turn them on to the morning, y'all. Come on, do your thing, Big Daddy.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. You're listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only Steve Harvey. Man, oh man, got a radio show. Got a good one for you today. And it just happened to me. You know, I was going through something that I've been going through for a long, long time. You know, just weary of it all. And I've been talking to God about it. And I mean, for years, though. What happened was I had to go through some more of it yesterday. Again, situation. But you know what? After it was over, I kind of laid in it for a little while. You know how you've been going through something for so long, and then even if it's over or appears to be over, you still kind of lay in it a little bit. And you have a wow, man, I can't believe I've been dealing with this long. Even though it's over. I don't know how you do it, but this was so good for me. Have you ever counted, Steve Harvey, how many times you made it? And so that's what I started doing yesterday. And that's what I did this morning when I woke up. I was actually taking an inventory, a count of how many times I made it. How many times, man, I didn't have the rent and somehow I came up with it. How many times I didn't have my house payment and somehow I came up with it. How many times I was out of money, did not have enough, didn't see no way, but somehow I came up with it. How many times I got sick, thought, well, man, this one right here, I don't know what I'm going to do. But somehow I got my health back. How many situations I have found myself in that was, I thought at the time, detrimental and diabolical and, man, so sinister at times. Somehow I made it. I look at all the accidents I've been in, but he kept me. I made it. I think about even the simplest times of like stepping off a curb and almost got hit, but I made it. I was just tripping the other day. I was thinking about the times that I've been hit by a car and it could have been worse, but it wasn't. And I made it through that too. I was thinking about, man, when they count you out. Do you know how many times I've been counted out? He's done. He ain't gonna be nothing. He ain't nobody. See what I told y'all, look at over there. They cancel this. He offered that. He out of here. He ain't gonna make it. He done got fired. Man, you know how many times I've been counted out. You know how many times they done wrote me off. How many times have you been written off, man? But here you still stand. You ever tripped on it? Take an inventory, y'all, of how many times. Count the times you've made it. What about the times, man, when nobody was there to encourage you? But you still here, though. You ever tripped on that? Ain't nobody called you and told you good day. Nobody called you and told you recently thank you. No one's called you and told you how much you meant to them, how much you've done for them. A man, you can make it, never give up. Keep your head up, man. Keep grinding, but you still here. Even when nobody, have you counted the times, man, that you made it anyway? Have you counted the times that you felt like quitting? You felt like giving up. You kept going. How about the time, this is a good one right here. How about the times, man, when everybody was standing around saying, ain't no way. Ain't no way. Man, I can't tell you how many times I've heard this. Ain't no way. And then somehow there is a way. You know why? Because he make a way. You understand? You know how many times I've heard this one right here? Steve, listen to me, man. Nobody ever before has done that. You can't do that. How many times you done heard, no, you know anybody done that? You can't do that. No one has ever done that. I made it anyway. You know, they don't normally, or we don't normally allow this, but in this case, for you, we gonna make an exception. How many times have you heard that? Uh-oh, I think I'm on to something. How many times have you heard in your lifetime, we don't normally, or they don't normally allow this, but we gonna make this exception in your case? How many times you done heard that? Have you ever counted the times that you made it? Everybody out except me. How can that be? You know, you're the only one that got through this. Congratulations. Wow, man, I don't hardly see this too many times, but do you realize that normally this is what happened to people, but man, y'all don't know how your name came up, but here you are. Wow. It never happens like that. You ever counted those times? I was doing it yesterday. I was doing it this morning. I was just taking an inventory, everybody, of how many times I've made it. So what I learned yesterday was when God gets you through something, when he pull you out on the other side, no matter how difficult or how long it took, when he gets you out on the other side, why don't you get up, dust yourself off, and start trotting? What you laying there for, man? Wallowing in it, going over it, recycling it in your mind. So many people can't move forward because we keep recycling stuff in our mind when clearly it's time to move on. It's time to let go. It's time to go and see what God has for you. Stop looking at what you lost. What you lost was probably not yours to have in the first place. Do you know the things I've lost? Now, I'm not talking about losing a loved one, a mother, or father, nothing like that. I'm talking about innate objects or situations. Do you know the things I've lost, man? I look back on it, I wasn't supposed to have them in the first place. Or they was doing me no good. It wasn't mine to lose, but I claimed I lost it. Come on, man. Take an inventory, everybody. Start looking at the things, man, that God has brought you through. Start looking at how many times he allowed you to make it. And get glad about waking up in the morning, man. Get glad about your life. Start feeling something positive about your situation. You cannot expect God to continue to bless you if you're not grateful for the things that you have. Why would God, sitting down here looking at you, upset, angry, laying in the wallow of what you are not grateful for? You just can't seem to find no gratitude in your heart about nothing. But you steady asking God for something. So now you think God is crazy? You think he gonna give you some more stuff to not be grateful for? Are you kidding me? Why would he do that? He's too full of too much mercy to send you through that over and over and over. The more I give my child, the more ungrateful they are, the less gratitude they show. But I'm going to keep dumping it on them so they can keep feeling ungrateful and then show lack of gratitude. God's not going to do that to you. Come on, man. Have you ever counted how many times you made it? I can't count how many times God done got me through something. But when he gets you through it, man, get up and get on about your business. Don't lay there in it. It's over. It's done. You made it. You survived it. Let's go. Let's go.
You're listening
to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get it started. Right now, it's morning time, man. Don't need to mess around. We got full complement. We only got one team member missing. This is Steve Harvey Morning Show. I chose to do it this way today because, well, I chose to do it this way today. That's all I need. Ain't no other reason. That's what it is this morning. Simply put, Shirley Strawberry.
I like that energy today, Steve. Happy Friday. Good morning.
Muscles.
Morning up to the family I wish I had.
Light skinned J. Anthony Brown.
Mr. Harvey?
Man, he talking.
Jay on the Zoom with so much light this morning. He looked like the light skinned dude in Kid and Play. That's how much light he got on him. Roy, you ain't been that light skinned since I don't believe as an embryo.
I was never this light at birth. You're right. Never.
Nephew Tommy.
In the building, 6'6". Yes, I am. What it do, baby? Looking down on y'all this morning. What's that?
6'6".
Yeah.
What's
6'6", boy.
What is 6?
What, you standing on the counter?
What's 6'6"?
Me, Jay, me.
No, I just want to know what is
Boy,
6'6".
you ain't jumped 6'6". Tommy, you ever tried to dunk?
Yeah.
That answers my question. That go to 6'6" for you.
What?
You don't know how far that is up there till you try to run up there.
See, you try to do it,
You don't know how to fall.
Man.
It's 10 feet.
That's up there.
I know exactly how high it is.
It's 10
You don't know.
Yeah.
What are you, Steve? 6'2"?
6'2". I used to ram it. Wow. That's used to. Mm-hmm. Them days gone though.
I'm 6'4".
It's gone day. Hey man, let me explain something to you. I got a basketball hoop, right? It got a cord net on it. So it rained outside. So you know when it rained, the net tightened up. I'm out there with Marjorie. We shooting balls. We ain't made one in about 6 shots. She messed around and threw one in, and it stuck in the net.
Mm-hmm. Oh no!
You got to jump up there and knock it down.
You got to get it down.
And it was just stuck in the net. And she said, "Baby, get that." And I stood there and looked. I said, "Damn, that used to be nothing."
Gotta get it.
You used to get it, huh?
Dog.
Back in the day.
So the first time I didn't realize how much hops I had lost, and I just missed the whole net and everything. Then my wife was looking at me, so I went back and took 2 steps and got up there and just barely got it out the net. But when I came down to the ground, the shock of hadn't jumped that far in years. The shock shut my entire butt up and pushed it up in me a little bit. It just went up in me like I inhaled my butt inside of it. I didn't know what to do.
Get it.
Yeah.
Well, at least
So
you
we
got
quit
it.
after that.
We get it.
Yeah.
You need to do like I do, though, Steve.
All right. Thank you for that, Steve. Coming up at 32 minutes after the hour, we'll check in with the nephew as he runs that prank back right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time now for the nephew to run that prank back. What you got for us, Neff?
I got a little something for you. This for all them people that's got them Christmas lights still up. And it's time to take them down. This right is Christmas lights expiration. Christmas lights expiration. There is an expiration on Christmas lights, and you are past it. It is what? What's this? January 6th? You passed it. Okay? Time for me to come down. Let's go, cat dog.
Hello?
Hello, I'm trying to reach James.
Yeah?
Hey, James, how you doing? This is Greg. I'm one of your neighbors. I live a few streets over from you. How you doing today?
I'm doing fine. What's up?
Just want to make sure I got the right person. You at 6 North Willow Bend?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why are you calling me, man? What's up?
I live on Shadow Bend, man. My name is Greg, and I want to reach out to you. We seem to have a bit of a problem, man. You still have your Christmas lights up on the house, and What's going on? Some of the neighbors have had a conversation. When are you gonna take these down?
Man, we go through this every year, and it ain't no problem, man. The lights are gonna stay up.
Hold on. What do you mean they gonna stay up?
Did I stutter? I said the lights are gonna stay up.
No. Hold on, bro. Christmas is over. The lights ain't finna stay up. Okay. I'm trying to call you nicely and tell you that the lights need to come down. I don't even. Why do you have your lights up after Christmas? Santa Claus, the whole Christmas thing is over.
Wait a minute, man. What's your name again? Greg who?
My name is Greg. My name is Greg, and I live on Shadow Bend. I live 4 streets over from you.
I don't give a about where you live, man. How'd you get my number?
I got your number from the HOA. The president of HOA, Alan, the one gave me your number. But that's neither here nor there. The big issue is these Christmas lights just got to come down.
You sound like a joke, man. You sound like a fool. What? You gonna take my Christmas light? I keep those lights up. You know why I keep those lights up?
I'm listening.
My mama loves those lights. She keeps the lights up a little bit longer than usual, but we don't give a about that as long as she's happy. So
okay. Let me say this. I'm hearing you with your mama. I understand that. You got love for your mom. Cool. But check this out. The whole neighborhood wants your lights down. So I'm gonna tell you this right here from neighbor to neighbor. You got to tomorrow evening to take them lights down. If not, I'm gonna take them down my damn self.
What time you coming, bro? What time you coming?
Okay, I tell you what. I get off at 5. I'll be at your house by 6 to take these damn lights down. If you not,
hey, I'll be looking for you too, man. We got a big family. I'm gonna call my brothers, and we're gonna meet you. We're gonna meet you, cause you ain't taking down. You understand what I'm saying? The lights are gonna stay up, bro.
Okay, I don't care if you and your mama got to take them damn lights down.
Hold up, brother. What you say about my mama?
I said you and your mama can take them lights down, but somebody got to take them down.
You talking about my mom. We ain't taking down Where did you say you live?
I live on Shadow Bend. I'm on Shadow Bend. I'm on Shadow Bend.
You trying to sign your death sentence. If you come over to my crib and talk about taking down our mother Christmas lights, you, man.
Hey, if I come over there and you and your mama ain't on the ladder trying to get them lights off that house, then I'm taking them down.
Hey, man, you talking about my mama taking down the lights? I've got a baseball bat for your mother and everybody at the HOA. Everybody at that club you in or whatever, the HOA or whatever. I'm you up, mother. I'm you up.
Okay, well, if you me up, you're gonna have to Tommy up too. He's the one told us you had the lights on the house and hadn't taken them down. Tommy the one. Who?
Tommy and you. Can you get over here right now?
I can come. I tell you what, I come through there. Me and Tommy both will come through there if that's what you want.
Come on, mother. You silly.
Okay, so can I say something else?
So what, mother?
Can I say one more thing to you?
Man, you ain't got to say else. You say that when you get over here. You talking about my mama, man.
Okay, hey, calm down, dude. Calm down. Okay.
Calm down about what?
Okay. Can I say something else? Can I say one more thing? Just one more thing.
What?
All I'm gonna say is this nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Did you say? Oh, you got to be kidding me, man. This is up. Man. You got
James, you all right, man?
No, man, I ain't all right, man. What? You got my blood pressure up. What?
Hey, listen.
Wow.
Listen, hey, James, you got some neighbors, Russell and Shanice. Russell and Shanice, they are the ones that got me to prank call you, man.
They ain't gonna get no Christmas present for me next year. That's for sure. That's some bullshit, man. Wow.
Oh, you was heated, boy.
Oh, man.
You was heated, man. One thing I do know about you, James, you love your mama, don't you?
I love her to death, man. You had to take it there. That ain't right, man.
Oh, man. You got to let me know, man, what is the baddest, and I mean the baddest radio show in the land? Let me hear it.
Oh, God. The Steve Harvey morning show, man.
I did that right there. And I sure did. I did that thing.
I took my lights down yesterday, Tommy.
Because
so
of me.
Know. Yes.
Get them on in the storage.
All right, nephew. Coming up next, it is Ask the CLO Chief Love Officer Steve Harvey in the building for your love questions right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Time now for Ask the CLO Chief Love Officer Steve Harvey in the building. This one is from Michelle from the iHeart app. Michelle says, I'm 36 years old. And I'm dating a guy that's 5 years younger than me. He owns a mobile detailing business, and we met when he came to my home to wash my car. We had an instant attraction, and by his third visit, we had sex. He asked me to be his woman, and we're supposed to be dating, but this man is handsome and fine. So I can't help but wonder if he's having sex with other female customers. Will I be able to tell if he's cheating?
I don't know. No. You only be over your house 3 times washing your car. Mm-hmm. Then he ended up washing you.
Yes, he did.
So now, where in there have you learned anything about him except he sure can wash
and wax and wax?
Yeah. So now, you got what do you mean if he's cheating? He wants you to be his woman, okay? But you know. What? How do we know? We don't know anything about it. You don't know the man really that well. You should have took some time to get to know him, but now that you done slept with him, now you got to work through that and go on and get to know the man.
Yeah.
What you want to do? Follow the little detail truck around town?
That's one way.
You know what?
You're gonna be tired out of gas money.
Yeah.
We can't help you because we don't know anything. He may be the perfect guy.
Yeah.
You never know, but you're having second thoughts because you have a little insecurity problem because you keep talking about how fine he is. How fine are you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And, yeah, he's 5 years younger than her. She is probably feeling a little insecurity. Yeah, get to know him. Get to know him.
That detail job. That's what you got. You got that detail.
Yeah, you got that special.
All right, we're moving on. Cammie in
$125.
Cammie in South Carolina says, I'm in my mid-40s and I have a special friend that I've been seeing for 4 months. He was the perfect gentleman until this weekend when we tried to have sex for the first time. He was talking too nasty and calling me dirty names, and he smacked me real hard on my backside. I told him to stop, and we needed to try again another time. He said he needs me to be a freak in the sheets, but I don't want kinky sex. Is this the wrong man for me?
Yeah, obviously it is.
Yes. Yeah.
You know, because this is just the beginning, that hard slap on the butt. That
Who
was
the
just
hell
the beginning.
you slapping? What the hell?
Yeah. He won't freak, kinky. Oh, you finna be doing something.
Yeah, and she's not into that, so.
No. Well, you're going to be down in the kitchen washing utensils, you know, bringing them upstairs. You know.
Like spatulas
and, you know, oven mitts.
Pizza.
You're going to be up in there, you know, with some pot holders and, you know, be up in there with that punch bowl with the big ladle on it. Well, you're going to be in here trying to figure out what is we got up in with all this here. You got that grater next to the bed.
Whoa, not the
You
grater.
bought a chopping block in there.
It's too much.
Yeah.
Sitting up in here, got that mixer on. He done cut the mixer on, walking towards the bed. What?
Let this go.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He done bought a blender up there. He making his own KY jelly.
Oh.
Okay.
What's in
Out
there?
of bed with home remedy, holistic, all natural, little avocado in it. Little aloe vera. He got real aloe vera leaves just snapping them down at the foot of the bed. But he popping shell peas at you while he doing all that. Girl, you finna be in something. And you ain't gonna believe it when that monkey come out. Had that little monkey in that cage and let him loose.
All right, we're moving on. Onyx in St. Petersburg.
Then they're gonna bring one of his friends over there. He a little person.
Okay.
You really ain't gonna know what's going on there. But he just a cameraman though. But they need him from a real low angle. That's why he used him.
All right, we're going to Onyx now in Florida. I'm a 26-year-old hairstylist, and I just found out that I had sex with my customer's husband. We met at a club, and he said he was single. We went to his house, and all he had was a bed, but he said he had just moved in. A week later, I got a call from a customer saying she had a rental house that would be perfect for me. She gave me the address and a phone number. I recognized the name, number, and the address and realized that I had sex with her husband in her house. Should I tell her? Wow.
God, you crazy.
Do you like that?
You gonna lose the potential apartment and a customer.
Yeah. Why would you?
How about you just tell him you found out?
He was married.
And leave him alone.
Yeah, you gotta leave him alone.
Yeah. And stop doing her hair, though.
This is a possible ass whooping that you're calling up.
Stop leaving with men you meet at the club and going to their house.
Yeah. But she got to stop doing her hair, too, now.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm going to do her hair. Come on now.
Oh, because that
can't stop the money.
$250. And these
playing with fire.
$1,500.
Playing with fire.
Yeah, get in there and get to talking.
Yeah. Playing with fire.
Wow, how come you didn't want that apartment I showed you? Well,
right.
I don't know, it just seemed so when I saw it, it just felt wrong.
Felt wrong.
You know, it just felt like something, you know.
Right.
It just got bad vibes in there, you know.
Yeah.
Bad vibes. All right. Moving on to Danita in Conyers, Georgia. She says, I'm a single mother of a 22-year-old son that works full-time and pays the household utility bills. Because he pays a few bills, he thinks he's grown. He's messing with a 30-year-old woman, and I don't mind her age. It's the fact that she's too comfortable in my house, and that bothers me. The other night, she bought groceries and was in the kitchen trying to cook for my son. I raised hell and told her it wasn't happening. My son got mad and threatened to move in with her. Do I ease up or tell him bye-bye?
Bye.
Bye. That's right.
He's 22.
Yeah.
Move in with it. You got over. She done bought a woman over your mama house cooking. There ain't but one queen in a castle.
That's
baby.
right, baby.
Yeah.
Tell
Boy,
him bye. All right. Thank you, CLO.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
This Keeping It 100 question from Carla for the crew is, have you prayed for the downfall of your ex and why? Have you prayed, guys, anybody, for the downfall of your ex?
No, I ain't that bitter.
No.
Well, yeah, I didn't get
I'm not that guy.
Oh, no.
I don't
It's
pray
just
for
me?
nobody's.
Allegedly.
No, it
I prayed for the Lord to take you out my life. I prayed for that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But you don't want anything bad.
I mean, when I heard
like
something
that to
bad about
happen.
my ex, I didn't really be upset about it. I'm like, what? That happened to them? I wasn't that. I took it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
She pregnant. What?
You know.
That's not a downfall. What?
To me, it was.
I ain't like really prayed for nothing like real bad to happen. Like, you know, I was. You know, I prayed for a lockjaw one time.
Lockjaw.
You know,
Wouldn't talk.
Yeah, you know, just a temporary stroke, you know, left side. So, just
Tommy.
temporary.
Let's move on. Tommy.
Court appearance on court day.
Oh, on
court day, I did ask for a car accident one time. Oh, a couple of things. You know, but it wasn't nothing. I just wanted not to make it. That's all. I didn't want to be hurt. I want the car to be tore up totally.
I mean, you're going through your
struggling with this, Steve. Yeah, you're really struggling.
Yeah,
What, Tommy? What were you saying?
I wish you ran out of gas on a cliff. You know.
So wait, when we first started this segment and Shirley asked y'all this question, y'all was like, "No, I ain't never done nothing like that."
Pray, but
They don't want to
Shirley,
admit
but
it.
what was your question though?
The question is, have you prayed for the downfall of your ex? And if you have, why?
No, not the downfall.
But something to happen.
Just, but to fall down.
Okay, I'm just saying that's the same thing, guys. Okay,
Yes,
it's
that's
the
what
same
we're
thing.
saying.
Same thing.
You know, like slip on some steps in your heels
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
and go into an uncontrollable free fall. Stuff like that. Hey, that
In
wasn't
slow motion.
Get a heel caught in a sewer grate, something like that.
On the
Fall
sidewalk.
asleep with your perm on. That's what I'm
Now we bald.
Burn your damn scalp.
That's about the most you've done.
Nothing really bad, though, right, guys?
Nothing bad.
Stranger come up and slap the hell out of him, something like that.
That's where you draw the line. It was something bad. Just right.
Yeah, I don't know nothing really bad to happen, but if I find out, you.
Hello, Steve.
I know, because all this blowing and stuff.
Just so it don't be nothing bad,
No,
Yeah.
Chased by a pit bull, something like that.
Like if I find out your house got burned down and all the tapes was in there, I'd be cool.
What tapes? What's going on?
Any tapes,
Somebody super glued your mouth.
on
This
the
is a
show.
question for y'all, because y'all the one carry grudges.
Wait a minute, Tommy. You're the one. I know you're not talking about carrying grudges.
Well, but
Just
Shirley,
answer the
hold on. No, I
question.
think he on to something.
Okay.
I think he on to something.
What?
But Shirley,
y'all
as
answer
I
the
recall, and I've been your friend, 18 years now. You ain't ever forgave. What's her name?
Not what's his name?
Okay, we're not
ain't
talking about
ever.
that right now.
You ain't ever forgave. What's his name?
What's his name?
Ever.
So Shirley, you ain't let it go?
Hell no.
Even today, huh?
Hell no.
I wanted mine to die.
Damn.
Yeah, at my hand.
Yeah.
I wanted to be the murderess.
At your hand.
Shirley, not you.
Oh, yeah.
Early.
Yeah. Die.
I wanted to kill him.
Shirley, you send me scriptures every morning.
I know.
Yeah, she
And they
sent
say
them to
call
me
it-
too.
Hey, I'm not perfect, Junior.
I know.
And Carla, they say you know how to slide on the car and disconnect brakes and by full cycle.
Who said that? Who told you that?
Allegedly.
Carla poured sugar in a man tank one time.
Allegedly. You
bag.
have no proof of that.
A 5-pound bag. But Carla, when the man gas tank exploded, what did you need? How do I need proof when the butcher knife is still in the last pie you cut?
Carla, you allegedly. I don't even know what he's talking about.
Right.
At this point.
This was a question for the guys.
Yeah.
I mean, just out there just stabbing the tire.
You have no proof of that. This is all
Carla for
allegedly.
real?
Carla for real.
Carla
dog.
for real.
I will be President Trump on this show. There's no collusion.
No obstruction.
Carla stabbed. Listen to me. Carla took a butcher knife, stabbed out the tail lights and the headlights and park lights on the car.
Carla.
Just the lights.
No, Junior. Allegedly. Steve is just talking.
No.
So he can't
Carla
even
wouldn't do that.
go out at night.
When it gets
Well, whose
dark,
fault
you
is
need to
that?
be where you're going.
Because that's what got him in trouble. He was out at night.
Creeping.
Yeah, out at night.
Hard to creep, ain't no lights on your car.
Golly. Just when you think you know the people you work with.
Hey, Junior.
But we've grown so much since then.
Yeah, we're not
Have we
petty
now?
like that.
Have we now?
We're not petty like that.
Yeah.
And it
In our
wasn't
younger days.
sugar allegedly in the gas tank. It was a water hose that you. Oh, sorry.
Hey, what?
Just to feel the taste.
Water in the
Why?
tank?
Yeah, she did.
His car just sputtering.
Why?
Allegedly.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, guys, it is time for another round of Would You Rather.
Would you
Jump right in. Would you rather soak in a hot tub full of Tide, or would you rather gargle with pickle juice?
I'm going to gargle with that pickle juice. I made that mistake before.
I'm gargling.
What do you mean you made
Worst
what
mistakes
mistake?
of my. You remember, because when we was little, we didn't have money for bubble bath all the time. So we used to put detergent in the bathtub and whisk it around.
Yeah.
And I didn't whisk it, you know, whisk it around, swish it up good enough.
Yeah, yeah.
And that Oxidol had blue bleaching crystals in it.
Ouch.
Well, I was a little boy. I didn't know, and I didn't rinse off good. And walking down the hall the next day, and my ass started burning. I didn't know what the hell was going on. And as I was walking and rubbing it together, I was melting them blue bleaching crystals further. They started bleaching my ass. Now, you're 12, you don't really know what's going on. But I got a full situation going on right now. My ass on fire because I got some melting detergent crystals in my ass.
So that's why you'd rather gargle with pickle juice.
All day.
Pickle juice.
Brush with it, gargle with it.
Rinse good in the tub.
Yeah, I can re-rinse, but you get to walking. You get to walking around with that detergent melting in your ass. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah. It's a whole situation.
All right. Would you rather be without your teeth for 1 week?
B.
Or would you rather be without your you-know-what for 1 week?
Teeth. Take them teeth out.
Oh, you said B.
My bad. My bad.
No,
I'm on. I can't depart from
I am
that.
toothless.
Well, if you can put it back with no damage and no memory. Well, first of all, I'm not going to be able to do that. Because, first of all, I'm not going to ever recover from you taking it off. That's why my ass is not going to make it.
Yeah.
Because watching you put it in a Ziploc and walk away.
Too much?
Oh, no. I'll never recover from that. There's no way.
And the possibility that you could mix mine up with somebody else, that's an issue for me. Now I got the wrong Ziploc. Come on, man.
But how do you think you're leaving this room with it? Is the bigger problem.
This is not Rollo. This is not him.
Be quiet.
That's today's round of Would You Rather.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, guys, it is time for Comedy Roulette. Let's go. J. Anthony
Here
Brown.
we go. Give us 3 subjects, put them on a wheel, spin the wheel where the wheel stop, because I'm a comedian, Junior's a comedian, Tommy's a comedian, Steve's a comedian. We can make it funny. Watch this. Do it. Do it. Do it.
Here's today's category, guys. Number 1, things Christians say when they can't cuss. Ooh, okay. Number 2, songs you like that no one else likes. Oh, wow.
Yes.
Number 3, excuses people give for why they don't want to go to sleep. Got it?
All right.
Ooh, I like all 3 of those.
I like spun it. Spun it. Spun the wheel.
Oh, which one? Is it the songs? Oh, no, I thought it was the songs. No, it is things Christians say when they can't cuss.
I got it. I'll start it right here. Lay hands on him, Jesus. Just lay hands on him, okay?
That's it.
That's it. Yeah, go ahead.
All right.
I got it. I got one. Gosh darn it, I mean it. I'm not playing.
Okay.
What?
All right. Who the fork do you think you talking to?
Boy, you scared me. What's up?
Who the fork do you think you talking to? I got right up on it.
Yeah.
I got right up on
I
it.
thought this was another radio show leaving today. Satellite. Come on, Steve.
Go ahead, Steve.
Go over, sit down somewhere, you little black pastor.
Pastor. I like it.
I like
this
that.
category. I'm
Black
scared.
pastor.
Things Christians say when they can't cuss.
Shut up, you little son of a bitch. Sit down some damn way.
Things Christians say when they can't cuss. Oh, look at me. You're freaking right. I said it. I meant what I said. You're freaking right. I said it. Playing with me.
I'm so nervous.
Things Christians say when they know they can't cuss. Mother Ferguson, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, Mother Ferguson. You keep on here. Keep on. Mother Ferguson.
I have to lead the room. I know.
You keep talking to me, you're going to get the white sheet slapped out of you. Them white sheets, that's what's going to happen.
Yeah. Keep on talking, fella. What you need to do is shut your pie hole, right? Just shut it, okay? Shut your pie hole.
Yeah. Hey, things Christians say when they can't cuss. Let me tell you something. Jesus turned over tables too. What?
Yes, he did.
Best believe that.
Okay. I like the attitude.
Let me tell all you ninjas something.
Oh, God.
Every last one of you ninjas out here, hear me when I say it. I'm sorry.
But why he's so loud? His delivery.
You gotta have it. Stay in there.
But they can't do it.
Yeah, okay. Come on, Steve, you got to close this one out. Things Christians say when they can't cuss.
It's hard for a cussing man to do this, right?
How close can I get?
Go right.
Don't you get that close.
Get right up on the wall.
Right up on it, man.
Get the for luck up and see who's at that door.
I really thought we were out of
You
here.
went right to it. You went
Right up on
Right to it, baby. Right on that line, baby. That's number 3 info you nailed right there.
Just
That's
for good luck.
Yeah, that's number 3.
Just for good luck.
Boy, that was a cluster fluff, wasn't it?
That was number 3.
That was number 3.
Coming up next, more foolishness, more shenanigans. Nephew in the building with today's prank phone call right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, right about 4 minutes after, it's my strawberry letter for today. The subject is 3 years later, we're still friends. We'll get into that in just a little bit. But right now, it is time for the nephew and today's prank phone call. What you got for us, nephew?
Well, we're going to go down to the church, y'all. We're going to go down to the church.
Messing with these church people.
And them the best ones, Shirley. They the best cussers. Church folks is the best cussers. They covered up. Cause they didn't made it over and they got a new life. But they ain't forgot. But they ain't forgot their old life. And sometimes you can make them slide back to it. This right here, now you've seen the movie. But this is the prank. I'm going to say that one more time. I don't think y'all heard me. You've seen the movie.
Yeah, movie.
But this is the prank. This right here is called The Preacher's Wife. The Preacher's Wife. I'm going to say it one more time. You've seen the movie. But this is the prank. Cat dog, if you would.
Hello?
Hello, I'm trying to reach a Sister Angela. Sister Angela, please.
This is she.
How you doing? My name is Brother Clayton. I'm calling you from Greater Baptist Church. How you doing this morning?
Oh, I'm fine. I'm fine. Good to hear from you, brother.
Yeah, listen, I know that your husband, Reverend Jonathan, is actually one of the candidates that we may be choosing to be our pastor since our past pastor has stepped down.
Yes. I'm very proud of my husband. I think he'll make a very good candidate, as a matter of fact.
Here at the church, we've been asking a lot of the deacons and assistant ministers here have been asking different questions, different things that they would be doing once they became pastor. You know, like your first 100 days, what would you try and change here at the church or try and make better, so to speak? Yeah.
Did you need to speak to my husband? He's not here right now. Did you need to speak to him?
No, not right now. What we decided to do, Sister Angela, is actually call the wives and ask them a few questions.
Oh, okay. That's a little different. Sure.
And we don't want to take up too much of your time. You know, a lot of times, if a pastor is stressed at home, 9 times out of 10, he's likely to be stressed at the church. So I guess my biggest question to you is your husband stressed at home?
No, not that I know of. He eats regularly. He's on a good diet. You know, he goes to the doctor regularly, gets his physical. Pretty good at home. I don't have a reason to believe that he's stressed. He certainly hasn't brought anything to my attention.
Okay, I don't think you follow me, Sister Angela. What I'm saying is he stressed behind closed doors? Is he stressed in that fashion?
I'm not too sure I follow you. You say behind closed doors. What exactly did you mean by that?
Is he stressed in y'all's relations? Is he stressed?
Are you asking me about my personal business, brother?
Well, what I'm saying is if he's stressed at home, he'll be stressed at the church. And if he's stressed at the church, then the members are stressed. Then the congregation is stressed. So the stress starts with you.
Excuse me?
If you are making sure that he's all right at home, he's going to be all right at the church.
I'm sorry, brother. What was your name?
Brother Clayton.
Brother Clayton. I appreciate you conducting whatever interviews you guys need to conduct with the candidates' wives. I do think that's pretty much personal territory, and I really don't want to answer those kind of questions.
It's not personal, Sister Angela, when there's so many other people involved. See, that's why I'm asking you the question, is your man
Brother
stressed
Clayton,
behind
Brother Clayton, I could assure you that my husband is not stressed at home, if I get your drift.
Okay.
He is not stressed behind closed doors, brother. And I would appreciate you if you don't call with these kind of questions. Are you asking other candidates wives these kind of questions?
Well, I was the one dedicated to give you a call, and that's the question that I decided to come up with, because I want to know if a man is going to be stressed, because if he's going to have tension at the church, then the congregation is going to have tension, the church is going to have tension, and the church cannot move forward in the direction on which we're going.
My husband and I have been married 25 years, and they've been 25 good years, if you get my drift, okay? He is not stressed at home. And whatever goes on at home, my husband has sense enough not to take it to the church. That is not something he's going to do. So you don't have to worry about anybody else being stressed at the congregation, in the pulpit, nowhere, okay? We have our stuff together at home, and I appreciate if you don't ask me those kind of questions. Now, you can find something else to ask me.
But sometimes a woman does not realize that her husband is stressed. You understand? There's a possible way that you don't know that he's stressed.
Brother,
so how can you get...
Let me get your phone. Matter of fact, let me get your full name. What's your first name?
Let's just go with Brother Clayton right now. And could you please answer this question? How can you guarantee that he is fully not stressed?
Brother Clayton? Let me call on the Lord real quick. Hold on. Brother Clayton, I'm an honorable woman. I'm a woman who stands by my man, okay? But you are asking me some questions that's very personal, very private, very confidential. You are asking me questions that are questions of the sanctity of my marriage, okay? My husband is not stressed. And if I need to be real clear, I don't send him away from my home stressed, okay?
How do you know?
I know.
But what are you doing to make sure that it's less stress?
Brother Clayton, I'm about to end this phone call, okay? Now, if you...
No, we're not going to end this phone call until we know. I need to know that Reverend Jonathan is not stressed at home. They assigned me to talk to you, and that's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to leave.
Okay, he is not stressed. I don't know who told you that. The man is not stressed. Is he acting stressed around you? He's not acting stressed at home.
I bet you he's stressed because you're stressing me right now. Now we're both stressed out. How can we understand that man is not stressed?
That's the end of this conversation. Do you understand me? Give me your full name right now.
Give me some intimate details, and then I'll give you my number.
You have crossed the line. You wait till my husband gets here. If this is going to cost him the candidacy, then so be it. We'll find another church. I'd have some choice words for you right now. Ooh, Brother Clayton.
I will give you my name right now. Do you have a pen?
Yes, I'm going to write it right now.
The letter N. N is in Nancy. E. P.
You moving slow. What? I know how to spell now. Talk up faster.
Nephew.
What kind of name is that? Nephew. Your name is Nephew Clayton?
My name ain't Nephew Clayton. My name is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked by your husband, Reverend Jonathan.
Hold on. You said this is Nephew Tommy.
This is Nephew Tommy.
Oh, my God.
From the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Your husband got me to prank phone call you.
Oh, Lord, I'm going to kill it. Oh, Lord, I don't mean that. Oh, my God. Oh, y'all didn't stress me. Y'all didn't stress me this morning. I can't believe I let him get me. You know, I've heard these pranks before. Oh, my God. Tommy, I will tell you, if this was 25 years ago, brother, I cussed up a storm. I'm so glad I'm a saved woman.
Well, listen. Can I ask you one more thing?
Yes.
What is the baddest radio show in the land?
The Steve Harvey Morning Show.
I just don't know nobody better at it. I don't.
I'm just, at this point in time, I'm just worried. Like, have you ever thought about hell? Have you thought about it?
You know what you are? You fiberglassed it with me. That's what you are. You fiberglassed it with me.
I just want to know, do you realize?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I just want to make sure.
I'm up for greatness, Junior. You know what I mean? It's just
because that's what it is, though.
Are you not fiberglassed it with me?
Okay. Crazy. Coming up next, it is the Strawberry Letter, and the subject is 3 years later, we're still friends. We'll get into it right after this.
As you know, last year.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Time now for today's Strawberry Letter, and if you need advice on relationships, on dating, work, sex, parenting, and more, please submit your Strawberry Letter to steveharveyfm.com and click Submit Strawberry Letter. We could be reading your letter live. Just like we're going to read this one right here. Who knows? It could be your letter. You just never know.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Strawberry Letter with my good friend, Shirley Strawberry.
Thank you, my good friend Junior. Subject 3 years later, and we're only friends. Dear Steve and Shirley, I'm 34 years old and my significant other is 39, and we've been together for 3 years. I call him my significant other because he is yet to define our relationship. We started as friends just like most couples do, and we got closer. He told me that he didn't want anything serious, but he enjoyed spending time with me. We started having sex a month after we met, and at that time I was very busy at work and helping my sister with her new baby, so I was not ready for anything serious either. Then my guy tore his ACL and he needed someone to help him out, so he came to stay with me for a week. I was crazy about him, so taking care of him came naturally. Whenever we're together and his phone rang, he'd tell the caller he was with me and he'd call them back. This made me confident about the direction our relationship was going in, so I never asked him if we were boyfriend/girlfriend. After 2 years, we were stuck together like glue. If you saw him, you saw me. That all changed last week when we double dated with one of my girlfriends and her fiance. They got engaged recently and they are so in love you can feel it. My friend asked my guy if he'd been thinking about marriage, and my guy spoke up and embarrassed me so bad. He said, "We're not that serious yet. We're best friends and we love each other, but we are not exclusive." He told my friend that I'm aware of our status and I'm not pressuring him for a title. I sat there looking stupid and holding back tears. He said he does plan to get married one day when the time is right. What I heard is that I'm not the one. Is he wasting my time or is he dating others to get it out of his system before he proposes? I'm so confused. Okay, come on now. I really do not want you to be confused right now. I don't want that. I need you to be good and woke, okay? Because this man just told your good friends and you what he really thinks of you in no uncertain terms. And you heard him tell them. So please be clear. He said you're not exclusive. You are not exclusive, which means, yes, he's seeing other people, okay? And that marriage will happen one day when the time is right. Well, if it's marriage you want with him, you can no longer sit back and allow him and him only to define this relationship. You have a say in this too. You're in it. Your feelings matter. And if you've changed and you want more, you have to let him know. It's been 3 years. And after 3 years, you should feel extremely comfortable in expressing yourself to him, and with a lot of confidence, I might add. Remember, he had no shame, no trepidation when he spoke his mind to your friends, and you should do the same. You should do the same. Otherwise, you could be spending another 3 years in this holding pattern of a relationship, not know where it's going. And I know you don't want that. Steve, speak up, girl. Steve?
Well, this letter, you've explained your situation thoroughly. So what you want our advice for, I don't understand. You're 34, he's 39. I call him my significant other. He don't call you nothing. I call him my significant other. And then you justify by saying, because he has yet to define our relationship. Oh, no, that's because you ain't defined it. You just, what you waiting on him to do? Because all throughout the letter, he show you what he gonna do, which pretty much ain't about nothing. Well, you say we started as friends, just like most couples. That's not how it usually works, but okay. As we got closer, he told me he didn't want anything serious. Okay, you typed this, so obviously you heard it. He told you he didn't want nothing serious. But he enjoyed spending time with me. We started having sex a month after we met. Well, that's when he really enjoyed spending time with you. Because y'all was having sex. And I was very busy at work helping my sister with her new baby, so I wasn't really ready for anything serious either. Well, see, you got into the relationship like a lot of people do. You was wanting something, but you was talking about you ain't want nothing either. Well, it don't sound like that in the letter, because all through what you at the table crying for later on, if you ain't want nothing. See? Then my guy tore his ACL and he needed someone to help him out, so he came to stay with me for a week. I was crazy about taking care of him naturally. So now, when he needs you for convenience, here he comes. Now he need a woman now. See, he ain't need nothing serious, but that torn ACL, that's a serious injury. So now let me cozy on up to this girl that I'm using, and I'm going to go stay at her house for a week, because this serious now. Mm-hmm. But a minute ago, he told you he don't want nothing serious, but that injury didn't tighten him up, so now here he come. All right, I'll tell you the rest of it when we come back.
All right, you heard him. We'll have part 2 of Steve's response coming up at 23 minutes after the hour. Today's subject, 3 years later, we're still friends. We'll get back into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, come on, Steve. Let's recap today's Strawberry Letter. The subject, 3 years later, we're still friends.
Well, lady.
That's it.
You're dating a man. You were just friends, you say, like most couples. Then y'all got close and he told you, I don't want nothing serious. He told you that. Top of the letter. But he said he enjoyed spending time with me. Well, you know why? Because right after that, y'all said y'all started having the sex a month after we met. Well, I know good and hell well he enjoying his time with you now. Yeah. Now, you was okay with that, you say, because you was busy at work and you was helping your sister with her new baby. So I was not ready for anything serious either. Oh, well, that ain't what this letter say. Because you wrote it the whole time in the letter. You sound like you was thinking something was going to get serious, right? Well, then you got to his ACL. He needed somebody to help him out, so he came to stay with me for a week. Because you know why? Because the ACL is a serious injury. So now he over your house for a week. You loved it because you crazy about him. Taking care of him just came naturally. As it does with a lot of women, because a lot of women are very nurturing by nature. Women are the best nurturers in the world. So you had a chance to take care of somebody and show him how much you love him and how serious you are. While he had that serious injury, girl, you making it happen. And now here go the part that I really want you to talk about.
Right.
So taking care of him came naturally. Whenever we were together and his phone rang, he'd tell the caller he was with me and he called them back. This made me confident about the direction of our relationship was going on. Whoa. So you're ignoring the fact that the phone rang? Right. You just go, damn that. Your takeaway with that was he tell everybody I'm with her. I'll call you back. That gave you confidence. Girl, you forgot he told you this wasn't nothing serious. And based on the conversation, he tell that to everybody. So now when the girls do call him on the phone, he done already told them they got a torn ACL and he's staying with his friend. I'm with her right now. I'll call you back. And they cool with that because he done told them they ain't got nothing serious. But mostly he done told them you ain't serious. And if you don't think he told them that, that's why he's so coolly answering his phone. Because why he put his phone on vibrate if he was trying to hide something? He ain't got to, though. He can leave it open because you ain't serious. He told you that, but he told everybody else that. So now that made you confident about the direction your relationship was going in. So I never asked him if we were boyfriend and girlfriend. Mistake. After 2 years, we were stuck together like glue. Okay. If you saw him, you saw me. That all changed last week when we double dated with one of my girlfriends and her fiance. They got engaged recently and they are so in love and you can feel it. My friend asked my guy if he'd been thinking about marriage, and my guy spoke up and embarrassed me so bad. He said we're not that serious yet. See, because his ACL fixed. And he told you 2 years ago he wasn't looking for nothing serious.
Sure.
He said we're best friends and we love each other, but we're not exclusive. I don't know why that affected you. Cause he been answering the phone the whole time.
You heard that phone?
What? He told my friend that I'm aware of our status and I'm not pressuring him for a title. He told the truth. He told you he didn't want nothing serious. He ain't never gave you a title. And you know you're aware of it because he told you that. And you ain't pressuring him for a title because you said back in the letter, you ain't never asked him if you was boyfriend and girlfriend. You said that. So you can't get mad at this guy in this letter at all. I sat there looking stupid and holding back tears. He said he does plan to get married one day when the time is right. What I heard is I'm not the one. Is he wasting my time? Or is he dating others to get out of his system before he promotes? Wait a minute, where do you get this stuff from that you keep reading into this? You said, is he dating others to get it out of his system before he proposes? He 39.
Right.
What? He 39. Mm-hmm. Lady, what do you mean he trying to get this out of his system before he proposes? He never told you he wanted to marry you. He's never mentioned marriage to you. You ain't even his girlfriend. And he told it to you in front of your friends. Why you're still there hoping and waiting is beyond me. What are you waiting for? Lady, you know the answer to all of this. Stop reading more into something that ain't there. All you need to do is go in and say, look, I want a title. I want to know what his relationship is, or we're going to have to end it. Bye. And he's going to just go on over there with them other girls it's called.
Thank you, Steve. Post your comments on today's Strawberry Letter at Steve Harvey FM on Instagram and Facebook. Check out the Strawberry Podcast on demand.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, it's time for Truth Be Told with Junior.
Truth be told is, if you got a job that you fill the application out for, don't be mad at us when we come in there. That's the absolute truth. Because I went down to the post office. A lot of postal people are great workers.
You fill out an application.
Yeah.
For a job.
Mm-hmm. You get the job.
Don't be mad when we come down there.
Yeah.
What is you talking about?
Yeah, just wait, Steve.
No, but I mean,
I'm about to tell her.
No, I like it, but the setup is hard. I'm staying with it.
Tommy, you fill out the application.
Tommy, you tell jokes. Now, if the setup is confusing.
Let me just say it like this.
Now, go ahead.
Okay. You fill out the application.
Yes, sir.
You take the job. Why is you mad when we come down there? Now, I know a lot of postal workers that are great postal workers. I have a wonderful time. But there's one postal worker named Helen I can't stand right now. There is no reason why me and Helen should have a 30-minute argument about one letter.
Yeah.
I'm down there. She mad at me because I didn't pick the wrong envelope. Now, if it say overnight, then why is you telling me it's going to take 2 days? That's what the whole argument was about. Now, Helen, your ass don't need to be working down there because you can't count. Overnight is next day. Why is you talking about Friday? I need to know what you take the job for because I asked. Is it going to get there tomorrow? No, it's going to get there Thursday. Well, why is you charging me overnight prices, Helen? That's
now
all
you get
I want to know. Truth be told, if you didn't want the job, why you fill out the application? You can't get mad because I came in here. We going to be melting. We going to be melting, Helen.
Yes,
and she needs to really not be there no more. And if I come back down there, I'm coming over the counter and knocking all your stamps down. That's all I can.
Come on.
Y'all disgruntled worker.
Well, dog, when she hollering, though, she's saying it so loud, Tommy, that other people in line is over here in our business.
And so you were embarrassed.
I was absolutely embarrassed because I got the wrong envelope. If I said I wanted that tomorrow, you keep telling me, well, it's not going to get there till Friday. Well, that's not overnight then.
No, it's not.
And the thing about Truth Be Told is these things really happen in Junior's life.
Oh, yeah, I see that.
Helen,
he doesn't make this stuff up.
Helen is 5'2". 5'2". Okay, but I will say this.
5'2", about 330.
Yeah.
God.
That little whole little
that.
The whole little slide that they stand.
No. I know. I already know.
You know that little slide.
People usually be mad.
Yeah.
Short, wide people are always mad.
Would you stop?
No, really, short, wide people are always mad.
Because they got to squeeze in that little area and work.
Oh, God.
All the short people wide got smart cars.
Scion.
Prius.
What's that little? Just pack up in there. In there, man. Just look like somebody just put their foot on them to shut the door.
Steve.
You mad now. You angry.
It's too much.
You bought the car.
There go another.
They had other cars. If that was in your price range, you could have got a great big old used car.
Plenty
but
room.
you wanted to brand something brand new. You down there in a smart car. Now you just in there looking like some Play-Doh.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, you guys pay attention to this because this story is crazy. It can be painful to find out your son isn't your son. All right? That can be painful because your partner was unfaithful. However, a man posted on TikTok to explain what happened to him. The post is a video of him distraught and crying in it, and he reveals that he found out that his son is actually his uncle. Did you get that? His son is actually his uncle. So how did this happen? What happened? Well, the man's grandfather invited him and his girlfriend to stay with him. And during that time, the man's girlfriend wound up having an affair with his grandfather. You get it so far? Yeah, crazy, right? All right, that led to the baby boy, which the man thought was his. And it turns out his grandfather has done stuff like this before, because the man captioned his TikTok post, "Can't believe I expected more from a man that had a whole other family around the corner from my granny's house." So this grandfather is just...
That's his uncle.
Yeah, he thought it was his son, but this is really your uncle. What? Because
Baby
your
got
girlfriend
now. Hey, who you talking to? Shut up, Junior.
I'm your uncle.
I'm your uncle.
Your grandfather slept with your girl. All right, so...
How old is the baby?
Let's read on, Tommy. The man says he still wants to be part of his son/uncle's life, but also questions why his grandfather would hurt him this way. In a different video, he describes how he found out, saying his girlfriend's phone kept ringing, just pinging. So he checked to see what was going on and saw the texts were from his grandfather. Then he found years worth of messages from his granddad, including pictures and explicit stuff. Yeah.
I'm not raising my uncle, though. I'm not finna do that. I'm not finna raise
That
my
just
uncle.
sounds crazy, right?
I'm not finna buy my uncle a damn thing. But I don't know who this dude is. I still want to be in my son's life. I don't understand, man. Does it ever say how old the child is?
It never said how old the child was.
It's not like it's an official story. It's on TikTok. So he posted himself crying and, all the details, weren't revealed.
But if he said years and years of messages, then there's some time that went by.
Yeah.
Well, then he could have gotten attached to the little boy.
Yeah.
Love him and all like this, regardless as to who he is.
Yeah, absolutely.
I wonder how he found out it was the granddaddy's.
Well, he
was
checked,
it a DNA test?
Yeah, well, I guess. But it didn't say that. But when he saw those texts, he knew something was up from the grandfather. Years worth of messages, pictures.
Have you told your daddy? Because that's your daddy, huh?
Right.
Well, you don't know. That could be your mom's dad.
Or your mama's dad. Anyway, go, I'm whooping my granddad ass. Anyway, go, I'm whooping my granddad ass.
Oh, really?
Whoever parent he is.
Whoever it is, I'm whooping my granddad ass.
Who is this trifling woman?
Yeah, the girlfriend. She slept with his grandfather.
Yeah,
but still.
I mean, I'm just saying. I don't know what
it was convenient.
I got it right here. I know exactly what he said.
What did he say?
What did he say?
Good. You want some of this wheel?
The wheel?
It's good wheel. Girl, you can get some of this wheel now.
That's heartbreaking.
It is.
And some of the comments, people were saying that, to the young man, you didn't deserve that, if you still want to be in the little boy's life, be a mentor to him, uncle, that's hard.
That's who suffers, the little boy, because the man he thought was his father all this time is his uncle, is his nephew, right? Yeah, it's his nephew.
You just shake your head when you hear this.
Crazy.
Man.
Yeah.
That is
all right.
Terrible.
All right, we'll have more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show coming up at 20 minutes after the hour, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Well, apparently single parents are having a hard time dating, and popular dating apps have failed them. So a brand new app for single parents launched on March 2nd, which was National Single Parents Day. The new dating app, it's called Stir, will cater to the specific needs of single parents who aren't finding luck on mainstream dating apps. Studies have shown that single parents naturally gravitate toward other single parents. I think that's natural because they didn't have to explain their constraints and as they are in the same stage of life. So I think it should be interesting. What do you guys think? But what if they both have 7 kids like Steve or something, and they're trying to make a love connection? What do you guys think?
If I'm single, I need to know how many damn kids you got now. If you got 5, 6 kids, then that's not, can we fill that out when we type in our information? We need to know that.
Undateable? Is that what you're saying? If she has 5 or 6
For
kids?
me? Yeah.
Okay.
For me, yeah, I think it's undateable. Because
5, 6 children?
Well, what if you have 5 or 6 kids? You want somebody to date you.
But I'm not looking for somebody that got, what we don't need is another 5, now that's 10.
So would you date someone with children?
Yeah, I could date somebody with children, but it can't be 6.
What's your limit, dog?
Yeah, dog. About 1, 2.
Okay. One in a possible.
About one in a possible. We're not doing
playing spades. Nobody's gonna date you guys. No. All right, we'll have more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show coming up in 33 minutes after. We'll play a round of Would You Rather right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, guys, it is time for another round of Would You Rather.
Would you
Jump
rather?
right in. Would you rather soak in a hot tub full of Tide, or would you rather gargle with pickle juice?
I'm a gargle with that pickle juice. I made that mistake before. Yeah.
I'm gargling.
Yeah.
What do you mean you made what
mistakes
mistake?
You remember, because when we was little, we didn't have money for bubble bath all the time. So we used to put detergent in the bathtub and whisk it around.
Yeah.
And I didn't whisk it, whisk it around, swish it up good enough.
Yeah.
And that Oxidol had blue bleaching crystals in it.
Ouch.
Well, I was a little boy. I didn't know, and I didn't rinse off good. And walking down the hall the next day, and my ass started burning. I didn't know what the hell was going on. And as I was walking and rubbing it together, I was melting them blue bleaching crystals further. They started bleaching my ass. Now, you're 12, you don't really know what's going on. But I got a full situation going on right now. My ass on fire because I got some melting detergent crystals in my ass.
So that's why you'd rather gargle with pickle juice.
I'm taking the pickle juice.
Brush with it, gargle with it.
In the tub.
Yeah, I can re-rinse, but you get to walking. You get to walk around with that detergent melting in your ass. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah. The whole situation.
All right. Would you rather be without your teeth for 1 week?
B.
Or would you rather be without your you-know-what for 1 week?
Teeth. Take them teeth out.
Oh, you said B.
My bad. No, I can't depart from that.
I am toothless.
Well, if you can put it back with no damage and no memory. Well, first of all, I'm not going to be able to do that. Because, first of all, I'm not going to ever recover from you taking it off. That's why my ass is not going to make it.
Yeah.
Because watching you put it in a Ziploc and walk away.
It's too much?
Oh, no. I'll never recover from that. There's no way.
And the possibility that you could mix mine up with somebody else, that's an issue for me. Now I got the wrong Ziploc. Come on, man.
But how do you think you're leaving this room with it? It's the bigger problem.
This is not Rollo. This is not him.
Be quiet.
That's today's round of Would You Rather coming up in 49 minutes after. We'll close out the show with some closing remarks from the one and only Steve Harvey, our fearless leader, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
We love to hear your inspirational closing remarks, Steve, your motivational closing remarks, and I'm sure you have some great ones for us today.
I got one for you today. I think it's important that everybody really, really up your expectations. I mean, really, really focus focus on upping your expectations. This year, really put a positive twist on your life. And you can do that, man. You can up your expectations. You have a say-so in your outcome, but you have to adjust the attitude. You've got to think positive. You've got to focus on the positive things that's happening in your life. You have to take inventory constantly of everything that's going right in your life. Stop focusing on the negative. Everybody got something wrong. There's not a person living that ain't got something wrong. So what? Yeah, you got something wrong. Yeah, you're not where you want to be. But guess what? You can be on your way. And that's the thing that people lose focus of sometimes. They get so caught up in the where they are now that they lose focus on the where they could be going, where you're headed, where you at now. Let me explain something to you about right now. Right now is a very fleeting moment. Because let's say you're talking about something now. Do you know in just 60 seconds is now a part of the past? It doesn't matter where you are. It's where you're going. Don't get stuck in where you are. Somebody sent me a plaque one time, and I keep it on my desk in Atlanta. And I was going through a real dark period in my life. And he's a friend of mine, and he knew it. He's an accountant. As a matter of fact, it was Roger Salter that owns Sandmar Financial up in Chicago. And he knew I was going through a dark period in my life. And he sent me a plaque. And I keep it on my desk. And the plaque said, when you're going through hell, just keep going. And that registered with me. Because why would you be going through hell and stop there? So you just gonna put it on park in the middle of hell? Or does it make sense to keep going? Because it just ties into what I'm telling you. It doesn't matter where you are. It's where you're going. You've got to get your focus to move in the right direction. I'm going to give you the scripture again in case all of you. It's something I read all the time. It's Ephesians 3:20. And I read it every day. You know, I memorize it. But it says, God will do exceedingly and abundantly above all that I ask or think. Because I honor him, his blessings will chase me down and overtake me. I will be in the right place at the right time. People will go out of their way to be good to me. I am surrounded by God's favor. This is my declaration. If you read this every day and you implement this, once again, it's Ephesians 3:20. Now, I got the, Bible with the 4 different translations in it so I can understand what I'm saying. So this is not the King James version I gave you. It's a translation of what it actually means. But memorizing the scripture for what it means is what you need. You don't got to go word for word. You need to get the meaning of it. Don't trip on that other part right there. But if you incorporate this in your life on a day-to-day, you'd be amazed what can happen to you. You all can put your life into the realm of expectation. I expect good things to happen to me. Even when something bad happens to me, I still look for something good to happen to me, and it always does. I don't care what mistake I've made. God has always gotten me through it, and he's done the exact same thing for you. He's always gotten you through it. Just look at your life. All that stuff you thought you wasn't going to make it through, he got you, man. He pulled you through it somehow. All them days you didn't think you was going to make it. You remember where you was, and look at where you at now. Now, if you think that you're in a worse place now than you were in your past, why don't you get back to that? Expect something good to happen to you. Live a life filled with positive expectations. Do not bury yourself by going through hell and then staying there. Some people cannot get out of their misery because they won't quit acknowledging the misery. Look, if the Bible says a man is as he thinketh, and all you ever think is, oh, woe is me, then guess what? Oh, woe is me. But if you look for the upside, the bright side, if you look for and live a life of expectation that there's some good out there for you, then good comes your way. That's the way it is. That's not a theory of mine. That's a promise of God. I ain't up in here spewing nothing I think. I done seen this stuff work for me. You know how many public mistakes I've made. Y'all been watching me. Y'all that's been fans of mine for years, you all have seen the evolution of me. Now, he ain't through with me yet, but you've seen me back when I was this, when I was that, when I made that mistake, when I made this mistake. But you know what? I never allowed the mistakes to bury me or define me. I expected something good to happen. And guess what? I've recovered from them all. He's pulled me through them all. He'll do the same thing for you. Ephesians 3:20. Start reading it every day, man, and live your life in a positive expectation. That'll help you. Yes, sir.
You better say that.
Man,
I just did.
Follow us on SteveHarveyFM.com, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. We love you. For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit SteveHarveyFM.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.